Coming up on this live Wednesday morning edition of Daily Iowan TV, I take an up-close and personal look at a fresh take on one of Iowa City's hottest eateries.
And later, Journey to Understanding, cultural discussion is taking place at the UI.
Just like to figure out what diversity means to different people, because that's really what our goal for our organization is, to promote diversity in the workplace and here on campus.
And we'll have updates from yesterday's football press conference.
And we take a look at one member of the diving team.
Find out what you're going to need this weekend and weather.
We're coming right up.
Daily Iowan TV starts now.
Good morning and thank you for joining us at Daily Iowan TV. I'm Cole Johnson.
And I'm Mackenzie Cooper.
Results for the vote on the Iowa City school bond are in. While some cities had a varied results, Iowa City's has passed. The value of the bond is $191 million. The bond will finish the funding needed for the facilities master plan. This means that Iowa City School District will be able to build additions onto and renovate 21 different schools. Voters broke turnout records during this election. More than 20% of registered voters showed up at the booths.
Iowa's attempt to work around requirements for medical marijuana may have backfired. The Iowa Department of Public Health nearly implemented a provision that would have allowed for the import of medical marijuana and similar materials while waiting until January for official producers to be lined up. Iowa Attorney General Tom Miller struck down the idea, stating that it violates federal law since marijuana is considered a controlled substance. In response, Executive Director of Iowans for Medical Marijuana, Carl Olson, stated, quote, "I think all this was done because everybody's in a race to the bottom, so they won't be the one picked if the federal government starts enforcing federal law," end quote. For more information, check a more in-depth story done by Molly Hunter in today's copy of the Daily Iowan.
The Rape Victim Advocacy Program is nearing the end of its latest fundraising campaign. For the last couple of months, RVAP has been partnering with several restaurants in an effort to raise funds for their organization. Their latest partner is Buffalo Wild Wings in downtown Iowa City. Starting from September 12th to the 13th, for every customer that mentions the RVAP fundraiser to their waiter, 10% of the total order will be donated towards the program. From there, all proceeds will be allocated to the appropriate areas.
Iowa City has their fair share of popular restaurants. Hamburg Inn No. 2, a popular breakfast spot, has opened up a second location, and I took a look at what that means for the original. As you walk through the doors of Hamburg Inn No. 2, you notice the newspaper clippings, photographs, and autographs of politicians and former presidents hung on the walls. A popular destination during campaign season, Hamburg Inn No. 2, one of the oldest restaurants in Iowa City, has become an iconic location in the state. And now you can enjoy Hamburg Inn No. 2's signature pie shakes. And politicians will have a new place to visit at their new location located on the east side of Iowa City. The new Hamburg Inn No. 2 is located at 2221 Rochester Avenue. The location serves a different demographic than the original downtown. Families are loving this new location due to convenient parking and shorter wait times.
We love it on the east side because we live right over here, and then it's easier for parking or just quicker, especially because I have a young toddler and it's hard with the lines downtown.
And just because you may be visiting the new location doesn't mean that you won't be enjoying the same great atmosphere that Hamburg Inn No. 2 has to offer.
We try to keep the charm of this location and try to keep as much of what makes it special as possible in the new location as well.
The new location is open and ready to serve customers its favorite breakfast food.
Well, I'm really excited. I'll have to go check out that new restaurant. I love their breakfast. Hey, Joe, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, guys, I love my breakfast food, but I think the thing I'm most excited probably is for those pie shakes. Those sound delicious. Well, guys, as we move forward in weather, we're definitely feeling that fall weather out there with cold mornings and those hot afternoons rolling in. Wednesday afternoon, we'll have the sunny skies with a high of 84 degrees. As we move into the evening hours, we'll have a clear night with temperatures dropping to about 55 degrees. Now let's take a look at our 5-day extended forecast. Thursday, we're looking at another sunny day with the temperatures reaching a high of 88 and a low of 61. As we move on to the weekend, we're going to want to pack your umbrellas. We're looking at some off and on rain showers for the rest of the weekend. Friday, we'll see temperatures reaching up in the 90s. Saturday, you can expect to see some cloud coverage out there with a high of 90. Sunday, expect to see those clouds stick around with the highs reaching in the high 70s. As we come into the weekend on Monday, we're going to see the same trend as those clouds and a chance for rain stick around with the temperatures reaching around the mid 70s. Well, guys, that's your weather for the week. Back to you.
Dealing with diversity in various culture is becoming more important in world economy. Multicultural Business Student Association puts its effort to strengthening understanding of diversity of UI students.
Daily Iowan TV reporter Junior Kim has visited the weekly meeting and has more.
The Multicultural Business Student Association is a University of Iowa Tippett College of Business undergraduate student organization. It promotes diversity through educational events, networking sessions, community service, and professional development.
Our goal is to promote diversity on campus and in the workplace. So we just do stuff like cultural simulation events and bring companies in. They talk about how they're promoting diversity in the workplace, and just to get people to interact with people from different cultures and different backgrounds from their own.
They emphasize the importance of the diversity.
Culture is very important to me. Being a Latina minority, that's very important that other races, other cultures learn about Latinos, and that the majority population understands what a minority person is.
This association also provides internship career opportunities that are available across a wide range of employment fields. Multicultural Business Student Association believes that diversity is imperative in our global economy. Reporting from Papajon Business Building, this is Junior Kim, Daily Iowan TV.
Thanks for that, Jun-Yuk. Well, it's football Saturday. We're playing North Texas. Are you ready?
I'm super excited. I'm ready to be back in Kinnick, cheering on the Hawks. Now let's toss it over to Bo and Natalie in the sports studio to see what we should be expecting.
That's right, guys. Only 3 days out from our second home game, Natalie and I are really excited to be back inside Kinnick.
Yeah, Bo, I'm ready to see if they can still bring the same intensity from last week, even though it's not a trophy or conference game.
And there's a lot of room for improvement on the defensive side of the ball. Let's hear what some of the Hawkeyes said, what they saw in the North Texas offense.
Every game brings a new challenge, and certainly North Texas does that. Like a year ago, or last week, excuse me, we're playing a team that's got a second-year coaching staff. And they've done a really nice job there. So they come in here with a high-tempo offense that operates very efficiently, very effectively. It really isn't like anything we've seen this year, and certainly isn't like the offense that they brought in here a couple of years ago.
They're very athletic, especially up front. They can move, and they can run the ball, and they got a really good back, kind of like what we seen last week against Iowa State. So we got to be prepared and be ready to tackle.
Their offense is very good. They're fast, explosive. They got good wideouts, and they have really explosive backs, and their quarterbacks can throw the ball. So we got to be ready for them, and we're doing our best every day to get ready for them.
Yeah, I mean they're a fast group. They like 10 personnel stuff. So I mean they got a lot of wideouts, really good running backs, and their quarterback can run too. So I mean they have a lot of threats everywhere.
For more on Iowa's matchup against North Texas, tune into Daily Iowan's TV pregame show on Friday morning, hosted by Mary Kay Harrian and Zach Mackey.
Hawkeye volleyball is continuing their successful start to this season. The Hawks are now 8-2 after last weekend's tournament. What's next for the Hawkeyes? Taylor Van Fleet has more.
The Iowa volleyball team played in a tournament here at home this weekend where they tallied 2 more wins and suffered 1 loss. Unfortunately, that loss being to in-state rival number 22 ranked Iowa State in a very close 4-set match. And although the team is still hurting from that loss, they are back in practice this week, preparing for their next tournament when they travel to Washington, D.C. this weekend.
The loss to Iowa State is still obviously burning for our team, and it needs to. We use a phrase, you got to let it burn to learn. And it's the only way sometimes that you're going to really force yourself to focus in on different areas of the team's game that may be a little bit weak or need improvement. But there's obviously a lot of great things that are happening inside of our group too.
We played honestly pretty well. There's a lot of times where we kind of execute things like serving and little things like that that really made a difference in the match. And so it's just something we have to learn from here on out, and just know that we got to be better in the future.
This weekend we get a really cool opportunity to take our team out to Washington, D.C., and we'll get a little bit of sightseeing in, which is great. It's part of the experience, I think, of being a Division I athlete and getting to travel all over the place. But we're out there to do a job, and that's to beat 3 opponents. And all 3 of these teams are, league champions from last year or potential league champions for this year.
I think we're all just really excited again. We all always love travel trips to get to go to DC, which should be fun. I think that we're playing 3 really good teams, and it's just going to be another chance for us to prove our stuff.
The team will be playing in 3 matches this weekend in DC against Howard, American, and Princeton in their final tournament before heading into Big Ten play. Reporting from Carver Hawkeye Arena, this has been Taylor Van Fleet with Daily Iowan TV Sports.
The Hawks end their long homestand this weekend traveling to Washington, D.C. for the American Volleyball Classic and a tune-up before the Big Ten play that will start next week at Rutgers.
Junior Will Brenner has already broken Hawkeye records with his impressive dives. Now, an upperclassman, Brenner is poised to take on the role of team leader.
Junior record holder Will Brenner is happy to dive back into contention in 2017.
Very happy to be where I am, and we have a great group of freshmen, so it's really easy to work with them, and I just want to do my part for the team. Try to make them feel welcome. We got 4 new freshmen that really great in the size of our team, and it's actually really fun. I mean, we just try to lead them in the right directions.
Brenner believes his performance includes being a veteran leader.
For me specifically, I want to re-break my record. That's always a big goal. I want to final at Big Tens on 1 and 3 and basically stay healthy, because I've been sort of hurt the past couple of years, so I just want to stay healthy. And then as a team in general, I just want us to be as close as possible, and I want us to succeed as much as possible. I think we can do amazing things at Big Tens, and a lot of people even go to NCAAs, so it could be great.
Head coach Todd Weichel hopes Brenner continues to develop as a leader for the Hawks.
Well, for Will, really it's all about keeping him healthy. And I think the biggest improvement I see from Will at this point is his maturity as an athlete. I think he knows now what his body needs as far as keeping healthy, and he also knows what he needs to do to train to make that happen.
The Hawkeyes will kick off their season right here from the CRWC on September 30th for the Hawkeye Inter-Squad meet. Reporting from the CRWC, this is Will Silverstein, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Brenner is among a growing class of divers in the Big Ten who could be competing for a spot on the Olympics team for Tokyo 2020.
And that's our sports show for today. Tune in tomorrow for a look at a transfer making an impact on the volleyball court.
And a special feature on the sand volleyball intramural 6-on-6 tournament. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for that, guys. Starting today, Daily Iowan TV will be showing a new weekly segment called the ICAC Animal of the Week. This is reserved for that one special animal at the Animal Care and Adoption Center who is ready to meet their new family.
That's right, Cole, and our first standout is an adorable dog named Rambo. Rambo is one of the many dogs rescued from Texas after Hurricane Harvey. He's around a year old and a bundle of lovable energy.
He's perfect for the athletic and outgoing owner who is looking for a 4-legged workout buddy and someone to help shave off a couple minutes off their running time. If there's anything faster than his legs, it's his brain. This little guy is one smart dog, isn't an ace with puzzle toys.
He's also house trained, crate trained, and really good with kids, and obviously super adorable, and any family would be super lucky to have him.
Yeah, hopefully he can get a nice family.
Well, that's the end of our live Wednesday morning edition of Daily Iowan TV. Make sure to tune into live Daily Iowan broadcasts and check out dailyiowan.com for all the latest Johnson County news.
And don't forget to pick up your hard copy of the Daily Iowan. From all of us here at Daily Iowan TV, I'm Cole Johnson.
And I'm Mackenzie Cooper. Have a great day, Iowa City.